Okay, ladies, I want to have a little personal chat today. I want to have a little personal chat. So if there are any men here, just go ahead and click off this video because this is strictly women talk. Okay? Okay. Give y'all a few seconds to exit stage left. Okay. So, ladies, why ain't nobody told me? First, let me just say that a few days ago, I was bebopping around the house thinking about, how blessed I feel to be a woman. Like, just being in awe and being amazed with how we carry life, like we birth babies, and think about all those great things. Think about how great it is to be naturally nurturing, and think about all those things. Just happy until this week. And depending at different stages of my life, I've had vastly different experiences with my menstrual cycle. And it wasn't until yesterday that I learned that women are in a constant state of a hormonal cycle. And I'm just now learning that at my big age. Sure, I've heard about PMS when I was in high school, but it was always in a sense of if you got an attitude, then somebody would just quippily say like, oh, she PMS and don't mind her. Or like, and then I heard about ovulation in my mid-20s, but I didn't fully understand how ovulation worked until my early 30s. And I think I've kind of heard over the past few years about a luteal phase, but I never really looked into it. And I'm still looking into it because, like I said, I just found out about this yesterday. But there's 4 stages. The PMS cycle, the actual menstruation period, the ovulation cycle. Oh my God. And the older I get, the worse that is for me. Let me tell you. Ooh, goodness. And then the luteal cycle. So I haven't really quite learned or quite been aware of what the luteal stage does to me. But when I'm going through the PMS cycle, am I saying it right? I don't know. Let me see. I don't know if the PMS. Yeah, I think the PMS and the luteal cycle are different. Okay, I think I'm saying that right. If not, I'll correct it in the description. But in the actual PMS cycle, I had no symptoms whatsoever. But now, well, I did. I used to have real bad headaches, and then that stopped, and then nothing again. And now, during the PMS cycle, I'm like pinned, strapped down to the bed for that whole week almost. Like I have to force myself to get up to get basic things done. But other than that, it's like my body is just completely weak and depleted. Like it's just, and I always ask myself every few weeks, like it's something new. Why are you so tired? Why are you so tired? And then the little cramps started coming in. I was like, oh, okay. That's what it is. My body is gearing up to start menstruating. Then, now in the menstruating cycle, I ain't even going to go through all what I be experiencing then, but it's like, when I first started menstruating, I used to get a real bad headache, and I used to have to be in the bed for the first 2 days of that, and I used to throw up the very first day. And the only thing that I could do to kind of soothe myself was lay in the bed with a hot towel on my stomach, a cold rag on my head, and drink aloe vera juice just to get over that first day when I was in my teens. Now, after I had my child, like those symptoms went away with my cycle. And then they haven't started back until like recently where I have symptoms during the actual menstruation. And those are like my stomach will bubble a lot. Like, it won't be like diarrhea or nothing like that, but it just be making this bubbly noise for whatever reason, and in a cramp. And during the ovulation cycle, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It ain't even fair what I experienced during the ovulation cycle. And I ain't even gonna get into that. If you know, you know. It's crazy how the changes we go through have so much effect on us, like, and it's almost to the point where it's out of our control, really. I don't ask myself to do this every so often, like, and I can't stop it. It happening. It just the natural flow of life, the cycle. And so now I'm going to be paying attention to what my body is experiencing during the luteal phase, and I'm actually going to start looking into how I can better prepare myself for the week before my menstruation, so that I have energy to get more than just the basic things I need to get done during that time period. And what got me, how I came across all this, is because I was sitting in the bed wondering, like, what is this? What can I do to combat this? And then a video just happened to pop up down my timeline. It's like, I don't know, something connected between my brain and my phone. And this is where I seen this lady talking about it. I can't think of her name right now, but I also see if I can put the link to that video in the description box as well. But it's a lady that does a podcast with David Shan. I think that's his name. And she was talking about it. And she was talking about how a lot of what we think is fear, and a lot of what blocks us from being as creative and as productive as we could be, is not understanding our menstrual cycles. And a lot of it, what contributes to like stalling us or delaying us or holding us up when it comes to being productive and creative, and getting over some of the fear to do the things that we want to do in our life, is hormonal imbalances. And I just thought that was so interesting. So I'm definitely going to be looking into that now. And I just wanted to share that because it's like, you never know who doesn't know. And at the big age I'm at, like, I definitely wish I would have known sooner. And also, she made a point that this is something we should be taught in school. For me, preferably sex ed. Like, I remember my sex ed class, and the most that they taught us is don't have sex because you'll get STDs, you'll get herpes. I don't even think they really mentioned getting pregnant. No, I think they may have mentioned getting pregnant because I do vaguely remember seeing babies in a book. But simply saying don't get pregnant, simply saying don't get STDs, like, that was good and all. But I feel like it would have been more helpful to explain how you get pregnant, like the ovulation cycle and all of that. That would have been very helpful. Especially that, they handed out condoms and did all that stuff too. But like, in addition to giving us condoms, I think it would have been more helpful to let us know when, or if we're going to have sex anyway as teens, keep track of the time not to be doing it because you could possibly get pregnant, and not just simply you could possibly get pregnant. But anyway, I digress on that part. I just wanted to spread along the information for anybody who may be here who does not know. Like, I didn't know this until my big age, and according to my analytics, most of the women that watch are between the age of 25 and 34. So I don't know. There are a lot of women at that age, mid-20s, that know a lot more than I did at my age, at that age myself. So It could be possible they already know, but if not, just passing along and curious about, how other people may be affected by the different cycles in the hormonal cycle, because I can feel the bags under my eyes. I'm so tired because my body is just doing its own thing. Like, I like the part of being able to bring life in, but I don't like this part right here. And knowing that it's an ongoing thing. It's 4 cycles of the hormonal cycle. 4 stages of the hormonal cycle. It's only 4 weeks in a month. So each week we going through something. That just seems so unfair. Like, what men go through, what they do, what. Ugh. But even with all that said, I still like being a woman. I just don't like certain parts of it, but I do like being a woman. But anyway, I just want to make that quick video. As I learn more about it, I'll come back and share more. But anyway, if you're new here, here's what I think out loud, reflect honestly, name patterns that keep us stuck. If anything here resonates with you, please feel free to take what you need. If it doesn't, please feel free to leave it. If you feel like we're aligned, subscribe, hit the like button, hype button, all the things, and I will be back tomorrow.